purchased this book as an adult will jolt me back into some type of creativity. I could turn it more into my style of just like not cute, darker themed lizard tails. What if they had wings, crossbred animal baby realism mixed in with like a fantasy piece, little P-Man. Demented things like what if they're fighting on the way down? What if they don't make it to the bottom? Like writer's block, but for art. Filled the whole bed of this with monsters. Made him like super bony and like deteriorating. Eyeballs in red milk. Which one do you think is the prettiest? Oh, look, he's got an egg face. Is this not a cool book? There's no time to yoke around with this guy. He's all dressed up. You could put like body parts in this. Are you a dog person or a cat person? Basement window scene. Red vinage is grown and you can like see things stomping here. Well, first off, what is happening? Hello? Okay, sorry that just happened. I don't know. In a pool of something, right? Like, did he just throw up? This is what I see when I look at stuff. And sometimes I like weird myself out. A potato, just like a random potato. Look at this guy. It's just a cucumber. He's acting wild. Look at this guy's hairdo. Hi guys, so welcome to my channel, or back to my channel. I have like a random plan for this video. I have been super uninspired. I can't get my brain working right. So I was in the series making of the journal, like the scrap journal, okay? So we've got a good start on it. We've got 3 pages done. And I would love to continue that this week. I very much would, except I can't get anything to come out of my brain that seems very productive. So I had purchased this book from just a local store in town, and I tried to get my littles to just be as excited as I was about this book. And that did not happen. So instead, let me pull this view up a little bit. Instead, I purchased this book as an adult woman for myself because it was like $2.99, and the illustrations in this, the stickers that they provide, and the activities, I thought could like jolt me back into some type of creativity without me having to do all of the work. So I was just gonna look through this with you guys, maybe pick a page and try to get some type of like focus going. So if you're interested in even seeing what this video is, just stick around. Let's flip through this and maybe I can kind of talk about how I feel so uninspired. Someone else can relate, has any advice, that would be amazing. So this is just the intro cover, and then inside of here, this is what came to mind when I was looking through this book in the store, was that it gives you these instructions, okay? So it kind of makes your brain have to come up with an idea, but it will trigger the idea, right? And so I thought in these pages, instead of doing like cutesy fun things, I could turn it more into my style of just like not cute. Like maybe a little darker themed or more chaotic, okay? So that was kind of the plan when I purchased this book. And there are just so many cute things. Like, look, draw the tails on the bunnies. What if they had lizard tails? What if they had wings? What if they just had all of these things that didn't normally sit on a rabbit? And what's this one? Doodle animals to make lots of animal families. Okay, so see, or what if they have like crossbred animal babies? I don't know, just something different. Here's hairstyles. I'm sure I could come up with stuff for that. This one is, okay, so doodle more animals in the hay. First off, though, also is the illustrations in these books is, I was drawn to it because of the collage aspect. Everything looks collaged and just disorganized. I thought that was so cool. They also put a lot of like the realism mixed in with like a fantasy piece. These little details I thought were so adorable. Like there's a little pea man. Look at this guy. Okay, so this whole page you would just fill it with sweet little peas. That is so cute. They could just be doing like the most demented things, like what if they're fighting on the way down? What if they don't make it to the bottom? I don't know. Just like a lot of different things could come to mind that aren't cutesy. Or we could keep it cute. I don't know. I guess it would just depend on like what the mood is for the day. This one is, you can use the stickers and you doodle sheep. I don't know. I absolutely adored how this book was created. Make flowers here. Doodle the opposite. So the mouse is very tiny. And I know these all are very like it's a child's coloring book, but I feel like that's part of why you become not creative as an adult, is because you always go, well, I don't have time for that. That's like not an important task to paint, to draw, to color. We forget that those things are so important. And that's why I feel like I'm struggling right now, because that's not coming naturally to me at the moment to go to my office and create. And I don't want to fall back in that rut where all of a sudden it's been months and I'm not creating, or like I'm not putting things out on my channel, because those are the things that make me happy. Does anybody else? It almost feels like writer's block, but for art, which writing is a form of art though. It's just been not pleasant. So I really would love to continue, like I mentioned, the journal, but I don't want to just put something in it for the fact of putting something in it, because I want to put a video up on Friday. I want it to be something that like means something to me in the moment. So here is, oh, you doodle animals in the trailer. What if we did dinosaurs? What if we did monsters? What if we just filled the whole bed of this with monsters? That would be cool. Here is draw the winner. Here's little fish. So you have to fill them in, what they look like. We could collage these little fish in there. This is, in a sense, just another junk journal. I don't know if you're familiar with the Wreck-It journals, and those are incredible too, but this would just also fatten up like our scrap journal that we've started. I could make this into a series as well, and maybe it will jumpstart me continuing the other series. I'm just in a very like uncertain spot right now, if I have not mentioned that. So doodle some falling raindrops. That would be cute. We could make puddles. Draw more kids. We could draw aliens. We could alter the ones that are already here, like collage over them. That would be fun. Fill the trough. Oh, with food. That's cute. Give Charlie Cat a super fluffy body. What if we just made him like super bony and like deteriorating instead? Doodle things you find in your garden. What's growing? Look, breakfast. Draw your favorite cereal in this bowl. What if we just drew eyeballs in red milk? Is that something that we should do? You doodle stripes on these horses to turn them into zebras. Could do that, or polka dots, or paint them, collage them. These are beautiful. See how it just looks so much like collage on its own? Everything looks so three-dimensional. Which one's the prettiest? Which one do you think is the prettiest? Let me see if I had to pick by what they're based off of now. I don't know, that's too hard. Maybe this one. I like its body. These are pretty though. But you are supposed to draw on the patterns in the antennas. The eggs. Decorate the eggs. Draw a line between the crop or animal and what it makes. We could just draw like a person through here standing in the back and like correlate these all somehow. Continue the flower, milk cartons. This would be fun. Look at these little collaged shape people. Look, he's got an egg face. How did my littles just think this was not the coolest book ever? Does anybody think is this not a cool book? I can't go out like this. Give this dog a super poodle hairdo. Cute. Doodle patterns on the blank eggs again. What message has Doodle Monster written in the sky? This would be, I feel like, I don't know. I don't even know what comes to mind. See how I would like, some of these pages just like trigger. Like I'm like, okay, I see what could happen here. This, I've got nothing. Do your best bubble writing and write a message. The sheep wants to look more funky. Draw some patterns on its fleece. Can you give Sophie a pretty flower necklace? That's cute. We could literally cut out like flowers just from a magazine. Doodle fun toys for the rabbits to play with. Draw a farmhouse. Doodle lots of acorns on this page. Eggheads. They like eggs, apparently, in this book. Look how cute. There's no time to yoke around. See, they have little jokes. Draw the snail shells. Change their hair, so some more hair. Look at these guys. There's more little people. And then you make their little faces. Turn the vegetables into people. Look at this guy. He's all dressed up. The pantry's bare. Fill it with yummy food. See, we could put like body parts in this. Or like strange animals that, I don't know. Doodle decorations around the barn window. That's a cool idea. Oh, a giant web. Doodle a spider. Oh, this one's amazing. Doodle a spider living on this giant web. Look at all the little bugs. We could add so much stuff to this. Butterflies, a barn doodle. Have you ever seen the exercises also where I see a lot of this on Pinterest, like if you're stuck, you can just throw paint on the page and then draw something from the paint blobs. You can start with like a small doodle and doodle out and around and just don't think about it, right? This is how that feels for me. Like I could just do whatever and it's not going to be a work of art that's hung up somewhere or framed or anything that I may or may not even be proud of, but it could get it get the flow going again. Food store. Doodle more toys for the playful puppies. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I'm curious. I am a cat person. I know it's controversial that, you know, dogs aren't for everyone, but I am a cat person. Are you a cat person or a dog person? I think dogs are so cute. Like, look how cute these guys are. Do I want to potty train them? I don't. Do I want to bark? They bark. Dogs are so much. Dogs are like small people, and cats are they just mind their business. Here is market day. Draw the other half of the barn. Happy sheep. Make it some buddies. So see, here's very similar to what I was just saying, like the paint splatters and you turn them into something. Look at this little guy. What's for lunch? So you could just put a little lunch in there. What do the ribbons look like? Oh, look at this one. Who's hanging out in the grass? I also love like the stark contrast between each page. Like you just have a fully like white, crisp page, and then it turns into full grass a couple pages later. What are these kids jumping over? Here, make some, give it some socks. Design these boots. Another truck bed. Doodle some bugs. Draw it. What is the monster drawing? This is cute. What's outside the window? We could this page like instantly makes me want to draw it because you could just draw like, has anybody seen War of the Worlds? The basement window scene where she is like, I'm pretty sure it's Tom Cruise. He like pulls the curtains back and all the red vinage is grown and you can like see things stomping, or it's just, that scene is so vivid in my mind. That reminds me of this. Like, it doesn't have to be so peaceful looking out there. Oh, little button buddies. Farmyard fun. I spy. What's under the, what did he find under the magnifying glass? Rubber ducks. Look at these. Look at these guys. Oh, look at this random little heart. That is so cute. Oh, vegetable patch, guys. Baby animals. The ponies are having their pictures painted. Look, you do pony portraits. Doodle some tools in the tool shed and decorate the flower pots. Doodle some pond pals. Oh, make the clouds. It's cute. Oh, farmer friends. Doodle farmer hats, tools, and tractors. Decorate the hat. Add spots to these cows for, both pages. Oh, look, there's bugs in jars. This would be such a fun page also. Here's some more paint splotches. Oh, they're called art blobs. Turn them into things. Immediately, let me show you this. This is going to be so random, but this is exactly what pops into my head the minute I see this. I kept my markers here. Well, first off, what is happening? We have to open these. Hello? Oh, it must be my other pack that has like the there's the tab. Okay, sorry that just happened. This is exactly what I see. I'm going to do this super quickly just to show you like what I mean. So this is a person, like this is its face. Okay? And like its hands, and it's just kneeling down. And then this is like the back of it. Can you see that? Do you see that? That, and like obviously you could do more details. Like I would probably take in its neck a little. And look, that's here's a foot back here still. That's the first thing I see when I see like a weird... Does anybody else do this? So this person's literally like crawling on the floor. His back is just enlarged. He could be like, I don't know, in a pool of something, right? Like, did he just throw up? Okay, so see, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do to the book. Can you put like another eye? Yeah, so there we go. We can do like another eye. Maybe we need to darken that one. Is this not... This is what I see when I look at stuff. And sometimes I like weird myself out. You guys have to see that though too, right? Okay. And then that is what we would do throughout the book. I'm going to look back at this and never make this a video, but we would fix all these up into, like, see, that looks like an instant spider to me with like legs. Okay, let's move on. Then we have sunflowers. This page is beautiful. I love sunflowers. So gorgeous. Here's a mud pit that you can, what does this say? Draw a happy pig. Okay, so you would draw another pig. Give the owls their perfect partner. That's cute. Naming names. So you'd give them little names and decorate the doors. Fill the shelves. This is cool. I love that they just have a random pumpkin, a robot. Turn these leaves into friendly creatures. That's cute. Look at this guy down here. We're almost to the end. What's in the wheelbarrow? Happy daffodils. This is a cute idea, but you could just make them all like creepy. In the fields, add some more tractors to the field. They love tractors too. That's like the third page to draw a tractor. Crazy costumes. Cute. I figure like on pages like this, you could make a collaged outfit to where it was like three-dimensional, you know, and not just stuck to them. It could probably like be fluffy in 3D. Make them like an actual little tiny hat. Draw on the roses. Who's driving the tractor today? Ooh, we could find a fun guy to put in there. Draw him out. Farmhouse. More butterflies. Names for the puppies. And what's for dinner? So you have breakfast bowl and then you have a dinner time plate. Oh, and we had a lunch box. So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner that we could come up with. Now, here's the stickers. I thought these were so cute. Okay, they give you a page of, you know, crazy eyes and little mustaches. That's adorable. Cute. Like, I don't think I'd use any of these, but they're cute. This is what I just loved. So a lot of the pieces that they drew or put in throughout the book, they made into stickers. So like this little pea guy, this bug. Look at this little, like, I don't know, what is that, like an orange? Everything is so cute. Little ant. Look at this little caterpillar, sunflower guy. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. A potato, just like a random potato. Look at this pineapple boy. Another sun. Look at this guy. It's just a cucumber. He's acting wild. Look at this guy's hairdo. I just saw these and was, I don't know, they're so cute. Here's some more faces, bow ties, regular ties, little buttons, hair, and that's it. Okay, so this video was literally just, I don't really know. I hope you're still here. I hope some of this made sense. I feel good actually after kind of venting about how I am feeling and not forcing myself to like create something even though I didn't have the mindset to. So let me know what you think about this idea. Should I move forward with actually creating in this? Is that something you'd like to see? Should I stop talking? Should I stop putting videos up? I really am kind of like at a loss right now. So if you're watching this, you have any advice, I'll probably feel perfectly fine by next week's video. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you watching, listening to any of this, and or commenting, liking any of it. So thank you, and I will see you guys on next week's video.